My name is Jess Stafford. I teach video media at William Monroe Middle School. 6th and 7th grade we teach coding. So we use a program called Scratch to learn the basics of programming, and then we graduate to experimenting with something called Sphero, which is a robot that uses the same coding language that we use in Scratch. So they get to see the things that they learned how to do on a computer actually applied in the physical world. And then 8th graders, we put on a school news program. They go out, they do all the legwork for it, they film everything, they come back, they edit them on the computers, and then we put it all together and record a broadcast.
This year.
So the first thing we always do is a maze project, and what that is they'll get some tape, just some typical tape that you find at Lowe's, and they put it on the ground and they create a maze, and then they take Sphero and program the robot to successfully complete the maze. Then we go on to Sphero Golf. So we create a huge golf course on the floor of my classroom, just with paper and cardboard and just some random things you find laying around, and the kids have to program their Sphero through the golf course. It's amazing to see the things that they create. One group actually even created a little windmill to go with their hole, so it was really cute. And then the most fun project that we have done is the Harry Potter Sphero Breakout Challenge, and it kind of is an immersive experience where they are just so sucked in because they're trying to use the breakout, they're trying to crack the codes, but they have to use the Sphero, which they also love to do as well, to program and find the clues. And then of course, who doesn't love Harry Potter? So those are like the three top projects that we do with coding. Breakout is amazing. Love it. The kids absolutely adore it.
All right, so as you can tell, today's gonna be a little bit different, all right? You're gonna do something a little bit more fun.
It's, once again, a fully immersive experience.
Okay, I pinky promise you that today will be the most fun you've had in class all year.
So the kids come in and they immediately are attracted to it. It's weird, you know, there's this box sitting there with a bunch of locks. What are we doing? So you automatically have your in there, you're catching their attention. I've used it in my class. I use it at the very beginning of my coding unit to kind of grab their attention. And at the very end of the coding unit is our Harry Potter Sphero Breakout Challenge that they really, really get into. It's almost like an assessment as well. But it's, you know, you have a good teaching tool and you're doing a meaningful lesson when you have no kids wanting to go to the bathroom. You have no kids having any kind of discipline problem. And this is something they enjoy and it's fun. Normally they get so wild in something like that that you have discipline problems, but things like Breakout and Sphero, non-existent. It's because they are 100% actually engaged in what they're doing. They're curious, they want to figure out how to make it work. It's just exciting to be able to watch. I think my class is pivotal to the future of their existence as well as their present. We edit video, we do news production. Those are things that you can do projects in other classes now. There are also professions built completely around those things. Coding is one of the hottest job openings on the market right now, and kids really know nothing about it. We're all using this technology, you know, every single day, all day. However, instead of just being a consumer, we're teaching kids to be a creator. And then now they can go in and make apps and design websites and code whatever they need to based on the problems that they face later in life. We've added in some stuff to really enhance the student experience this year, and we're all really excited. One of those things is the 6th and 7th grade students, in addition to getting to do all the coding stuff we talked about last year, they get to actually build their own robots. They get to sit down, all the stuff is given to them, it's completely 100% student driven. They go in, they build the robots, and then once the robots are finished, they code them using the exact same coding language that they learned how to complete in Scratch as well as in Sphero. Students will also be coding mini drones. You can actually use block coding to code the drones. So they're extremely excited about getting the opportunity to do that. So you got your code, okay? You got it to block coding just like what you do with your Sphero and Scratch, okay? When you're here, we're gonna take off. We're gonna fly 1 second. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna fly 1 second back, and he's gonna land right around this general area, okay? Who wants to do the honors? Oh man, we got it. These two were first, so one of you can hit one button and one of you can do the other. Ladies first. Hit play, and you're gonna touch it. Go back up. What do you think?
That's cool.
Yeah. In my 8th grade classes, we have added virtual reality with pictures and video to the video media component of the class. Right now, my students are working on completing a 100% student completed virtual tour of the middle school. So they're going around and taking 360-degree photos of all the classrooms in the building, coming in, linking them to maps. When you click on the map of that teacher's room, it takes you right inside that room. And you can experience that through the computer. You can also experience that through the VR headsets. So it's pretty incredible stuff, and the kids are extremely excited to be able to do something that other students will be able to use in the real world. They're also going to get an opportunity to code a professional grade drone. The coding software actually puts them through a simulator first, so they practice all their coding skills within the simulator, and then once they pass the simulator phase, we take the drone outside and we run that simulation, and they get to run the code that they created on the drone. So they're extremely excited to work with the drone. The last thing that class will do, and this will start in the second 9 weeks, is do a video broadcast, just like we did in years past. Learn how to do the video editing, get to use the Mac computers to edit, create a news broadcast, kind of take all of their camera and video skills that they created through the virtual reality, use it to create the school news. So the kids are excited, I'm excited, a whole lot of cool stuff going on at the middle school, and we are pumped to continue to push this innovation phase and stretch and grow as far as we possibly can. In the Creating Virtual Reality Dragon Time class that we're offering here this year, students are actually able to build and create their own virtual reality on the computer. Basically what they do is they go in and they're creating an animated world. The possibilities for creation are absolutely endless. The first thing we created this 9 weeks was a zoo. So every student who's taken the class in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade have created a zoo. And once it's created, you can actually code all the different individual animals or people within the virtual world to complete tasks and do little things like move or speak. After the initial building phase is over, students are then able to look at their worlds either on their phones, but the coolest thing is they actually get to go inside their world using the virtual reality headsets. So we came in, we had the headsets, and the kids were going through and visiting each other's zoos. It was really, really special to watch. They got incredibly excited. Our next phase is going to be to build games within virtual reality, and then I would also like to take some of the 360-degree photos that we've been taking in real life and incorporate them into the virtual reality world of co-spaces as well. All of that is possible, so it's just a matter of how far the kids want to take.